Hello everybody. I am trying out a new camera today. This is the Sony ZV-1, VZ1. I'm not good at these. I think it's a VZ1. And I'm out walking the dog and trying this out as a vlogging camera. It's not mine, it belongs to the department where I work. But it's quite interesting. Firstly, it's small and light, so relatively light, so it's good to carry on a selfie stick like this. Secondly, it has very good autofocus, and it's focusing pretty well, I think, on my eye, even when I have my glasses on. It has a little flip-out screen which comes all the way round, so I can see myself if I look there. Now, you'll notice that's not the same as the eye contact you get by looking at the lens, but it's not bad, and it means that I can set up the shot looking over there and check everything's right, and then talk to the lens, which is what you ought to do, of course. And it has a pretty good microphone, which comes with a windshield which isn't fitted at the moment, so it may have a lot of wind noise. It is rather a windy day, so I'm wearing my little Insta mic here as backup audio, and hopefully one or other of these will record reasonable sound. I do have the wind to my back, so this will be a bit shielded, whereas the Sony camera won't be. But anyway, I'm going to do some experimenting as we go along and see what this looks like. This really is my first attempt with this camera, so it'll be fun to find out how it works. Hey Tilly, you enjoying this walk? So we are here on this little footpath, and we have just come to the edge of Shepreth Lake. Now this is a very pretty spot, and I'm not sure whether we can get down to the water. It may be part of the Shepreth Wildlife Park, it may be private, I don't know, but you can see over here there's clearly some sort of lakeside spot. I have to go and try and find out what that is. What do you think, Tilly? Should we go and explore? Okay, let's do that. Okay, so here are some things I like about this Sony so far. I've been trying to learn about it while walking along and managing a dog as well. It's not the easiest thing, but it has a couple of very nice characteristics. Firstly, it has two obvious shutter releases, one which does stills and one which does movies, and you don't really have to decide completely which mode you're in before you start. I can open the screen and take a photo. Something quacked at me. I can open the screen, take a photo or take a movie simply pretty instantly by just clicking whichever button I want. In fact, I think you can take stills while you are filming. So that's quite handy. Second thing I like, when you open the screen, you can flip the screen around, and so it's protected when it's shut, but when you open it, it immediately switches on. So that's very nice. Another thing I like is that you can tap on something you want to track and the focus will follow that, and it doesn't have to be a fixed point in the screen. If the dog you're tracking or whatever is moving around, it will follow that thing that you tapped on, and it does that rather well. And if you're not doing that, it seems to do very good eye tracking and face tracking. So this is really very good as a vlogging camera. I do like that, and I've just been walking with it a bit. We'll see how good its image stabilization is, because that's of course the other thing. I'm often walking and talking, or riding and talking, or something like that, and it'll be very interesting to see how well it copes with that. Okay, let's go through this gate here. Let's see if I can I've got it zoomed in a bit far here. Perhaps I should make it a bit wider. And I've got Tilly's lead caught up, but you can see it's doing a pretty good job here, as far as I can tell, of tracking the focus. And here we are in the middle of a big field, and I now need to look at my map to work out which way we're going to go. Tilly sort of knows. I think she wants to go that way. So once again, we're in a nice cool wood. Particularly, it's really quite warm out there, and it's getting a bit jungly here actually. The undergrowth is significant, but the shade is also significant, and that is very nice on a hot day like this. This is proving to be a very good and varied walk here. We're coming out to open fields again. Trick is to avoid the stinging nettles, especially when you're wearing shorts. Ow, missed one. Concentrate on the nettles, Quentin, not on the camera lens, and you will have a more comfortable walk. Well, I said I felt as if I was walking through the jungle here. I just met two people coming the other way, and they stopped, Scottish, they stopped me and said, "Can you tell me, do any people live down here? Is there civilization that way?" And sorry, that doesn't sound Scottish, that sounds Northern Irish. But anyway, they said, "We've been walking through this wood for days, and we've come from Barrington," and I said, "Oh, that's where my car is, so maybe there are a few more days to go." It is a nice wood, but it's very overgrown. There's a little ditch stream thing along here, and they said, they call that a river, so, which it is, it's marked on the map as a river. So, however, Tilly is having the time of her life, and I'm enjoying myself a great deal. We'll see if this forest ever ends. Perhaps our path goes off in there somewhere. I shall just follow the black spaniel ahead of me. Find a path. This really is. Now, you see, there's actually a really nice path that would be easy to walk along over there, but the problem is there's a deep stream down here, and so I can't get over there and walk freely amongst the haystacks. I have to walk through the Vietnam jungle here. So I was just ducking under this bramble here, and I didn't duck quite low enough, and my hat got completely stuck. So I thought that was quite funny, and I reversed to get a picture of it and got stuck on more brambles back here. Anyway, there you go. I wonder how long this path goes on for. You never know. It's quite a challenge. Well, there you go. This is described as a riverside walk, and I think sometimes crawl was more appropriate than walk, and we didn't see much of the river, but that was an interesting experience. I'm glad that ahead of us now is open country. That'll be very nice. Well, this is about as different a walking experience as one could get. We are in lovely fields, sunshine, countryside, Tilly charging around. Of course, she's been charging around the whole time, actually. She was leaping through that undergrowth in a way I wouldn't have thought possible. And I thought she would come out with thorns stuck in her and grasses stuck in her and burrs stuck on her, but none of that actually happened. So she's actually looking just fine. And we can walk freely again without fear of brambles, nettles, thorns, low-hanging branches. It's amazing how freeing it feels. Well, it's been a long, fun walk, but we finally made it to the pub. Cheers, I need this. Yeah. That's very good.